Good day, ladies, gentlemen, and voidlings all. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Bloodborne. We've been... I got into MechWarrior for a bit, so we were... But we've also been reaching towards the end. Yeah, we're getting towards the end of the game. Dawn is drawing closer, but it never seems to be... We seem to only make marginal progress. As things stand, however, we can either keep delving deeper into... Yeah, we can either keep delving into the chalices, or we've already cleared out... We've hit several of the harder bosses, basically. Let's see, the hardest bosses in Canehurst Castle. Yeah, Forsaken Castle, Canehurst. We did reach the Lumen Flower Gardens, so we've also seen the face of the Daughter of the Cosmos. And we've come across... whatchamacallem, a knight merged with his horse. So, yeah, we've hit some of the hardest bosses. And we've even reached Murgo's Loft, which you could consider the pinnacle of what the College of Mensis attempted to accomplish. Or you could say accomplished. It's hard to say whether this is hardly the final version of what they have wanted, but it is very much what they did accomplish. Alright. So let's see. Yep. And with all their servants just milling about up here. Yeah, I think it would... Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There they are. Let's get some blood echoes in us. Because I think for now, one of the things that's limiting us is just our stats. Yep. Yep. No back attacks. No easy stabbing from behind. Nice. Yep. Yep. Might as well just clear out and get some blood echoes to our name. Oh. Hey, Mother Superior. Sorry, I will... Yep. That's always what I'll think of her as, Mother Superior. Dirty damn blood gems. Which are mostly made to add, I believe, rapid poison. Yep. And, yeah. Yeah, you're just looking to push me off the cliff. And the idiot's back over here, looking to hit us with the crossbows. Yep. Yeah. Yep. And stay out of his line of sight. His line of fire. Ow. Well, that's my fault for getting overzealous. Yep. Yep, that hurt. Yep. Yeah. There we go. And there we go. Not the cleanest win. But yeah, I just want the blood echoes because I need to buy some extra actual things of blood. Hello. Give me 1 sec, folks. Alright, folks, sorry about that. If you hear any background noise, unfortunately, had some plumbing problems. It happens. Anyway. So, wanted to pick up some more blood echoes to pick up some healing. But let's see if we can't get up. Let's see if we can't get a little higher up in Murgo's loft first. Alright. Alright. More of the dog. What was it? Bird dogs, that's right. More bird dogs around. And just... Yep. I don't know. but end him. Alright. Alright, come on down. Thank you. Alright. Alright, we did unlock the midpoint. I forgot we did that. Okay. Okay. Still, that should be more than enough. Alright. Because this actually leads us to the next boss fight. Alright. Which, yeah, I'll need the Blood Echoes Blood Force, so... Head back for just a moment. Hit up the shop. And move on to... well, the next major story boss. Yeah. Money goes quick with that stuff, but there we go. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, let's go... yeah, let's just see this next story boss. So we've seen Ebrietas, who is basically the source of the blood that the blood that they were using from the College of the Healing Church was using. Alright. We've seen... let's see. Yeah. Alright. And you can hear the crying of a child, but we can hear that everywhere. Now here's something to note. There is a side path, and then there's this main path up here. Well, if we try to walk across... oh. These dolls... puppets might be a better phrase for them. Well, they're easily broken, but... okay. Nothing special about them.
Ah, cause. Or some say cosm.
Welcome to one of the meme bosses.
Hear our prayers? No, we shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
Now, this is a boss who people tend to misunderstand his significance. Mikolash, the host of the nightmare. The first thing to note about Mikolash is, unlike 90% of other bosses, he's not actually interested in you. Like, not even as a food source, not even as a entry. Mikolash doesn't give a damn about you as an opponent. And remember that his words have significance to him. Alright. And he's just running away and summoning these puppets. all Mikolash will do is run away from you, because you're nothing more than an obstacle to him. And that's something to understand. To Mikolash, you're simply part of the nightmare, a hunter that relentlessly chases him down, seeking his suffering, his pain, his blood. And if you keep chasing him, he'll do nothing but run around in this circle, waiting for his puppets as they slowly respawn to wear you down. As you can see, other hunters have already fallen prey to this. The puppets hit surprisingly hard, but what you actually need to do is drive Mikolash to a set spot, alright. Understanding, Mikolash is not here to fight you. He's looking for... He's the host of the nightmare, the one who's sustaining all this. And what you need to do is hit him from a different angle than he was expecting. And then you'll be locked in. There's nowhere to run here. But as you can see, he still has his puppets to help him. This might speak more to the... You have to understand to see things, what they mean metaphorically, just as much as literally in this game. He viewed... Yeah. Mikolash viewed everyone else as a puppet. Wait for him. Yep. That's when you want to hit him. Wait for him to go for on the offense, then go for the attack. Because that tentacle hits a lot harder when he's... Yeah, catches you on the counter. And it comes out faster than yours. Yeah, and that's exactly... Again, nope, he's not trying to kill you. It just may be an inevitable result. Yeah. Wait for it. There you go. Yep. However, he is an untrained scholar. He's a man of the mind, whereas you're a hunter. You're bloodied and hardened. This should not be a difficult fight for you. But he's also a man of the mind.
Majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. The nightmare swirls and churns unending.
So, we now have access to the second area. And, as there's often said, second verse, same as the first. But... that doesn't mean it's exactly the same. That wolf howl. A sign that he is tempered with blood of the beast, as much as his pale skin shows that he has been touched by Ebrietus' influence. So, once again, we're now in a larger area.
Some say cosmos.
But the same goal remains, to drive him into a place where you can easily trap him. And here, you would be, but he has a magic mirror now that allows him to teleport. And no, you can't break the mirror. Alright. bloodstone chunk. Love to see those. This is actually your inevitable goal. You're looking to drive him... Now, a lot of people overlook that statement in many ways. Kos, or some say Kazum, do you hear our prayers? One only prays to something they find superior to them and seek to entreat them for what a goal. In this case, we can drive him down by dropping down, and he is now trapped in a room. So he's trapped himself. This is his final resolve. The last place he can hide. In other words, he's now trapped. We just need to find a way in to finish this. We need to get up above to be able to drop down. I showed you that room earlier. Now the bigger thing to note, like...
As you once did for the fractious wrong. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes. Eyes are not used. Closed. Face piercing. The brown lake of mud. Hidden now in the sun. The cosmos, of course. Let us sit about and speak. Be with me. Chatting into the wee hours of new ideas of the higher plane.
So what Mikolash was attempting to do was to transcend beyond his humanity. He sought to become something greater and speak feverishly to learn a greater truth about the universe. He also brings up the idea that vacuous Ram wasn't always what we saw, that spider. He was probably one of the College of Mensis, and simply transformed through the blood of transformation that they take from Ebrietas, and honestly changes the context of Ebrietas as well as Ra. These are both people who were transformed by using the blood they had access to from Kos, or some say Kozum. A entity beyond human, they somehow got access to the medium of her blood. This resulted in the changes that we saw in both Vacuous Ram as well as into Ebrietas. Likely, both were human at one point. That changes something greatly about our understanding, wouldn't you say? Yep. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. The biggest thing, though, is he does have a new spell.
Cosmos, of course.
Yeah. That big... Yeah. And now he will fight you. He'll swing at you now. Yep. He's not a... He's desperate. This man is absolutely desperate. Ow. Yeah, this is the final act. This is all Mikolash has.
Of course.
It does home a bit. Yep, why not? Yep. Yep. But watch your stamina. Yep. Ow.
Of
Got caught in the stone. Hit the wall. But I've already shown you how to take out Mikolash. He's not that difficult of a fight. He's more of a gimmick fight than anything, just teaching you the idea of the mechanic of he's not going to look to directly fight you. This is a desperate, scholarly man just trying to fend you off. And you're a bloodied hunter who has, well, at this point, slain just short of gods. Yep. Thank you. Same to you, man. Yeah, sorry about that. Just, life. But anyway. Yeah, no. That's pretty much the fight. From there, it's just making sure you don't get cornered with that big aerial attack, and you'll take out Mikolash and no problems. He's a puzzle boss. He's not a direct fight. So yeah. But Mikolash is a boss people tend to make memes about, but tend to not understand what he's actually talking about. He views us humans as lowly. Mikolash was one of the school of Mensis, and viewed us humans, all of us as humanity, as lowly beasts. He was probably one of the elites of Mensis, one of the scholars, who viewed as who just viewed others who were seemingly lesser than him or less intelligent as lower beings that needed to be cleansed. He needed to ascend his own knowledge as well as those around him. Thus he was chosen to host the Nightmare with their experimentations with trying to contact and cultivate their time with the gods. So once again, Mikolash, runs up here. The puppets will follow you, but yeah. So you make him turn there, turn back around. Ow. Yeah, like I said, the puppets do hurt. Then catch him off guard by hitting him from here, and then he runs into the room, and then you're pretty much locked in. Yep. There we go. Yep. Yeah. But again, as you once did for Vacuous Rom, grant us eyes. This shows that his connection to Master Wilhelm, who viewed eyes as the symbol of the knowledge of... Yep. Ow. Yeah, that's what happened. The tentacle, if it catches you, can get pretty devastating. But the recoil on it is kind of your best friend. Yeah. But yeah. And yeah. Getting rid of the puppets. Yep, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Phase 2.
Oh, majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. The nightmare swirls and churns unending.
Yes, it does. Yep. Alright. Yep. Even in a dream. So this should clue you in at this point if the naming conventions and much of else around this area hasn't. Much of this is not a physical manifestation. It can still kill you. Yep. Drop down. And get him... Yep. Into the room. Perfect. Then we just have to get up to the top and drop down on him. But yeah. As you once did to vacuous Ram, grant us eyes. Now...
Sit about and speak feverishly, chatting into the wee hours of new ideas of the higher plane.
This is also a bit of his torment, so to speak. Because this is, at the end of the day, a man desperately working against his conflicting natures. And let's just get an oil urn. You'd be surprised at good fire damage. Alright. Yep. Ow. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. You don't have to dodge immediately. Yeah. There we go. Yep. And got him. Yep. Okay. Yep. Again, if you can get him to do the tentacles. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, he likes doing this. Yep. Yeah, in terms of melee damage, of course, you have him beat times over. Alright, get your stamina back. Dodge when it comes down. Yep. Yep. Alright. Yep. Ow. Yeah. Once he starts that attack, it's going to hit. Got him.
Oh, now I'm waking up. I'll forget everything.
Now that should tell you a lot. Now I'm waking up, I'll forget everything. So, more than likely, one of the truths the College of Mensis discovered is that the connection and knowledge you gain in a dream cannot apply to the physical world. However, what they also discovered is that so long as one retains their time in the dream, the knowledge can exist and is coalescent. And the other item we get from him is a Mensis cage. It's actually a helmet. The School of Mensis controls the unseen village. The hexagonal iron cage suggests their strange ways. The cage is a device that restrains the will of the self, allowing one to see the profane world for what it is. It also serves as an antenna that facilitates contact with great ones of the dream. But to an observer, the iron cage appears to be precisely what delivered them to their harrowing nightmare. So, what you need to understand is that the hunters, the School of Mensis, all of them were different groups with different goals. And that's when I hear a lot of people talk about the story of Bloodborne, I kind of see like people sort of missing what was going on. Is you have to remember, not everyone was united in what they wanted out of the school, out of this place, and what they accessed. The reason they chose to see the gods and what they were pursuing. Alright. Let's head back. Because we've actually reached, that's the middle of Murgo's loft. No sign of Murgo themselves, though. Hello, doll.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it? Very well, let me...
Alright. Ah. Okay. We were still working on vitality and endurance. Okay.
Farewell, good... May you...
So, actually, I saw I had a bunch of built-up kin blood. See if that's enough to get me... Yeah, that's enough.
Welcome. What is... Very well, let...
Alright. 85. Alright.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find...
But yeah. So, we've now managed to reach Murgo's loft middle. We've managed to ascend to the point where we understand a little clearer what's going on. So, Ebriatus was used by the head of the healing church to be able to create healing blood. And here we see that the power that he was using rings a sinister bell, of course. Yeah. Anyway. Alright. And now, yep. Alright. Moving up. More bird dogs. Yep. Yep. And dog birds. Again, probably early attempts to work around the abilities. And we can still hear that kid crying. No sign of it. Alright. And now we see some familiar faces. The shadows of Yarnum. Some people like to use the phrase, they've been demoted to grunt. A closer statement would actually be that this is where they were meant to guard in the first place. And those group we came across were simply the furthest out. Those were the furthest scouts we came across. So now we can, from the base of this place, we can now access even the top, or the upper area. And you'll notice on that bridge over there, there's winter lanterns. Indicating likely that we could reach that place some way. And down here, nope, an elevator we can't activate yet. Still, the shadows of Yarnum, huh? Well, There's only 2 of them, so we should be fine, right? There's the one with the blade, there's the one with the candle. If you look behind, there's the one with the tonitrus. Hunters always work in sets of 3. The reasons are manifold. The simplest reason is it's easiest to overwhelm an opponent, and it's still a cohesive unit, while without becoming a laborsome thing to deploy that many people. Another thing is that if one of them ever goes feral and loses control of the beast inside, the other 2 have a chance of bringing them down before it becomes detrimental to everyone else. And as you saw, if I get too close, he lights up. Yeah. Yeah. There are always 3 hunters. That's the number to always keep in mind. So if you've only found 2 enemies, well, the 3rd one's waiting in the wings to ambush you. Alright. Why not? Nope, got them both. Ow. Yep. Ow. Ow, that fucking hurt. Yeah, that fucking hurt. Yep. There we go. And Quicksilver bullets. Quicksilver is actually the medium by which the metamorphosis of the human form. It's the reason that so many enemies here have that sickly pale color. It's because they're not wholly human anymore. And actually, the presence of the tonitrus wielder with the mace does indicate something else. That these hunters were transformed early on, in the early days of the healing church's experiments, because the tonitrus fell out of fashion when they started realizing that the tonitrus was only really useful against the children of Ebrietas and the choir. As such, they felt it wasn't worth keeping. So, understanding that truth, puts things in perspective on, alright, pigs. Though, something's a bit odd about that pig, isn't there? Well, it's still a pig. Nice. Oh, got the rip on it. Finish. Nice. Alright. Nice. Blood vial. Alright, so some extra healing. And nope, as far as we can go here. Though it does look like we could drop down, yeah, this side path. We could advance further, but, well, at this point, if you don't understand that a side path ends up being preferential, there's not much I can tell you. The open obvious ways are rarely ever the best. Alright. And that's a trap and a half. The question is, was it trying to trap me too? So take your time here. So what's here? Bear in mind, this whole place... Well, there's what she was looking for. There's the one we're looking for. Alright. Yeah. Ow. Yep. That's why. Yep. It's another set of the hunters. Yep. Okay. And remember, there's always 3. We're missing one still. There we go. Alright. More healing. There's a pig somewhere upstairs, apparently. And there's another set of 3. Which is fine. Yeah, there's the pig. Ah, that's why. That's not a set of 3, is it? Looks like a set of 4. Yeah. So our missing one from down below is up here. Well. Alright. Managed to bait one out. Nice. Alright. Yep. Yep. Alright. Got him. Nice. Yeah, oil urn plus boom hammer is about as hard as you're ever gonna hit. But that does get us... Hey, over here. Yep. Yeah, the problem with getting the artillery one is I'm waiting until he's gone. Yep. Ow. Yep. Nice. Then the final swordsman. Yep. Nice. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, and there's 2 pigs up there. Just seeing... Trying to remember. Ah. A figure we've seen once before. Back after we've defeated the vacuous Rom, this woman with an open, bleeding torso, a stomach, weeping, before you go up, though, where you actually want to come is here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the top of Murgo's Loft. And this is the shortcut. Now, we have access to the whole of the loft. But there's a bit more to do here. There's this area we couldn't access this bridge. Alright. And we've managed to reach up to the top. So let's head back for a moment. Alright. So, let's... yeah. So we should have still... yeah. That should still push us up. Is that enough or a little bit more?
Very well lit.
Alright. It's 44,000. Okay.
Farewell, May.
Alright. 44,000. Now we'll just buy blood vials. Okay. Excellent. So now we're at a point where so much of this game takes will take a lot more effort. Alright. The first thing we'll do, I suppose, is try our best to go take care of let's fill out our information and understanding of Murgo's Loft before we finish it up. Okay. So then, now, the thing to note is that, note the difference between these two. This one is busted open, where this one is pristine. This is actually a hint on how you're supposed to get around, and why, because you should ask, why would anyone need to break this gate? Well, it's because they needed access to something you could only do off of the here. That being this. To walk here to get to this part of the area. Now, alright, sedatives. Again, finding this hidden area is only part of it. There are, winter lanterns. But your reward for even finding this place, an inflicted organ, a material needed for one of the rituals. Now, winter lanterns. Your best bet is to understand that, end of the day, you have to kill them and then survive that frenzy hit. Okay. The also thing to note is, remember what Mikolash said, give us eyes on our brains so that we may ascend beyond our beastly forms. Wouldn't that describe perfectly the Winter Lanterns? They have eyes on their brains, allowing them 360 degrees of vision. And note that they sort of sing. It's a unsteady and truly morbid sort of singing, but it does exist. Now, theoretically, you can just run past them. It is not great, but it is an option. Oh, she sensed me. Alright. Alright. Yep. Note that they need a line of sight to be able to inflict frenzy. They're bulbous and pulsating heads. One thing that you'll note also is that they share clothing with the doll. And that's a motif that should be kept aware because, end of the day, the doll is how we level up. It turns blood echoes to our strength. Yeah, it's aware of us. Yep, saw me. Oh well. Let's go for it. Oh, frenzied. Okay. Alright. Yeah, nah, it can see me. Yep. 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 Got the first frenzy. Okay. Gods. How much damage that fucking frenzy status effect does. Oh well. Still, we survived it. Kin cold blood. Alright. Remember to focus on attacks. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. May the good blood guide your way. The good blood is how we got into this situation. Yeah, and there's 2 Winter Lanterns there. So... it is worth noting, though, in terms of which type of blood that they were using, I believe these are actually closer to the bestial blood. Well, there was some blood of Kos, obviously, because that's where Vacuous Rom comes from. Thus, also, his title, Vacuous, comes into play. Yeah. Yeah, just trying to find a good angle. Yeah, because this is the big thing of, you have to get past both. Yeah. And both will be inflicting frenzy, and it's just one of those things of... yeah. Wonder... Okay. Huh. You know? Did not realize Tiny Tetris would work that well. Huh. So if I can get the lock on, Tiny Tetris can be a good method. Huh. You know? If I can get a... Yeah. Yeah, got me. Alright. Okay, wait till it turns around. That's not bad damage. And got it. Yep, and the sedative, because... Yeah, the other one is going to start up. Now, the other two have been patrolling. You're just going to have to eat it on this last one. Just, there's no way around it. Quicksilver bullets, which are residual from transforming. But, yeah. Tiny Tetris actually works pretty well. Alright. Okay, didn't get it that time. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just... Alright, and with that lowered HP... Yep. Nice. Alright. Just in time. Curse tempering blood gem. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, you have to deal with that one just straight up. And lots of spiders. Notice something different about these spiders? They all have human faces. Yeah, Patches wasn't the only one to get this treatment. This is the end result and the end of... This was one of the early experiments of those of the College of Mensis. Some of the early scholars experimenting with the Quicksilver, with the blood of Cosm. Would become these spiders, and the ones we saw below were sort of their derivative children. Why spiders specifically might have just been one of the earliest results they could produce. Yeah. So... down here... through all that, guarded by... Bear in mind, this was all guarded. We come across a switch. A unique lever. There's no... Maybe they'll lift a bridge? There's nowhere to go from here. What it actually does is release this. It's hard to see, and you can't really tell from here. But in one of the towers, the thing that was producing the frenzy effect that was striking us with those bolts as we entered the Nightmare of Mensis, that was in that tower. We just dropped it into the abyss. So in other words, we've just removed that effect from the rest of the nightmare. Yep. Fuck. Yep. Yeah, another. And dropped us right to where another one is waiting. Alright. Yep. Alright. Okay. Alright. And theoretically, looks like we could get over there. Let's see. But what we're encountering here is by and large the end result of what the School of Mensis was attempting, what their studies created. Oh shit. And fucked up. Yep. Thought you could run across those. Did I just get a bad angle? Oh well. Though, just to show. Oh. Yep. Alright. Come on. There we go. Yeah, these guys are rough. Thankfully, by and large, you can just knock them off the cliff from their starting positions. And yeah, another eye, so greater discovery even further if you want it. But, yeah, we no longer need to fear this area. So, if you left a bunch of items behind, now would be the time to go back. After you've pulled that switch, that brain is no longer attacking us and inflicting frenzy throughout this entire area. But those silver beasts, or whatever they're called, the flaming torch wielders, still produce those worms, and it's just a pain in the ass to deal with, so not really that worth it. Though, we did drop it low, remember? Honestly, I've never done this. I believe you're able to try and find it. Now, I'm trying to remember where. I believe it's changes this area. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. You see, there's an elevator there that wasn't there before. Right. Okay. Nice. Alright. Alright. Yeah, these guys ain't so bad. Alright. Nice. Alright. So yeah, the spider head bodies recontextualize why there's all these spider eggs all over this place. And remember that the Nightmare of Mensis is, by and large, dictated by the host of Mikolash. So, how he viewed things essentially made him the god of this area, which recontextualizes several things. If he was ruling over this area, why do so many of the other scholars have these spider bodies, and why then are there so many of these frenzy needles stabbing into them? Well, this is effectively him blockading and asserting his absolute control. He's effectively... The eyes are every attempt for the others to force their knowledge upon the area, and are trying to take control of wrest control of the nightmare from him. But as the designated host, Mikolash has various defenses and caretakers to take control of it and assert that he is... assert his force. Now, this elevator isn't present, I believe, until you drop the brain. This drops with part of it. So, if I remember correctly, you ride this down. Is what someone told... I remember someone explaining this to me, and this absolute feeling of anxiety hits you. Because down here, you can see in the distance the eye of that brain. Okay. I'm taking the headphones off because this just creeps me out. Alright. And yeah, this is creepy. But I believe what you need to do is make contact is the thing you need to do. Was that it? I'm trying to remember. Or am I not close enough? But yeah. Was it a case of you had to wait till you switched arms? But yeah. This giant brain was what was inflicting frenzy. Basically a massive version of any of the Winter Lanterns. Alright. Time for contact. Yeah. So, okay, so did I just use it too soon? Yeah. But yeah, you can see this is a sort of malformed, overgrown brain. Honestly, the pinnacle of what Master Willem would teach, of lining our brains with eyes. so that we may see the truth. The problem is in a dream that is more physical than just simply contextual. There it is, Moon. Which is the strongest version of the Acquire More Blood Echoes. Are sympathetic in spirit and respond when called upon. So, while probably not actually a great one, or at least a lesser great one, it still was coming in response to Mikolash's wish to keep this area safe. And the sympathetic sort of tone is carried over often. In truth, many of the wishes of those who are carried over are often the misunderstandings of how a wish it wants to be fulfilled is usually the source of the problems. So, either way, we still now, yep, that gets us one of the best ones, the More Blood Echoes, and one of the strongest ones. So I think we'll actually take that on. 'Cause... Alright. Yeah. Let's see. So we have defense, all defense, and I for additional. Let's go with more Moon. Let's go with Moon. Bear in mind you can stack the effects, so I could do a second Moon to get even more Blood Echoes. Not necessary, but nice enough. And realistically, yeah, let's just get some more blood vials. Alright. So should we head to the top? Yeah, I think so. Alright. So Murgo's Loft middle. Alright. So we've crossed the bridge and we've seen the large other side. Effectively, if I hadn't died to the one Winter Lantern, we would just be dropped down to that same area again, just in a safer way. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Damn bird dogs. Wow, they actually have an antidote. Alright. Don't need to deal with the shadows. And we've already moved up. So we can head up. Yeah. Now, as far as this figure, this bride, because it's clear that's what she is. That's a wedding dress that's unmistakable. However, we saw similarly dressed women elsewhere. Specifically, Castle Canehurst. It is very much a Canehurst style of dress. Very formal, very medieval. Now, what's interesting is her hands are also shackled. So this is a woman who was to be married and was locked to something else, a bride of some kind. And something was ripped out of her. Well, all we can do is ascend. And here we find many more figures that were trapped in the dream and are likely what's keeping the weeping woman out. And we understand now that this is a nightmare of Mensis. That this is all members of the College of Mensis. Now, what is the difference between these guys who leave a corpse behind and Mikolash, who did not? If I had to guess, it is that each and every one of these were A, hosts of the nightmare, to some degree, and B, they all were in the dream so long their bodies decayed, so they had nowhere to return to. So they leave a corpse behind because, technically speaking, their dreaming spirit, soul, what have you, essence, is still trapped here in the nightmare and is just there. There's nowhere for it to go, so they're trapped, kept sustaining the nightmare by their own agonized existence as their bodies decayed and died in beds. Note that there are children as well as adults mixed in. If I had to guess, a lot of these were used as pretexts, or these were likely all patients of the church that were used to support the dream and support the dream that would eventually become the nightmare of Mensis. Because Mensis figured out that once you leave the dream, you forget everything that happened there. However, if someone was to never leave the dream, they were too sickly or pale, they were too sickly to be able to survive, using them as an antenna, because again, these helmets double as antennas to reach out to the Great Ones. And it's clear Mensis had access to several Great Ones. And thus the changes that overcame both Ram and Ebrietas, both of whom were likely human at one point, but have been transformed in the dream due to overexposure to the essence of Kos, Cosm, whatever you want to call them. There's a difference and the access to that. So there's clearly something that's happened, that they need to contact them, and they've been willing to sacrifice as many souls as necessary to trap them in the dream and nightmares to continue to try and contact the higher powers. Either way, this is what Mensis was supporting. And again, they're all keeping out the woman downstairs. She's not able to reach it. And in the middle, a cradle of a child. A cradle of a child sitting at the center of a room covered with corpses. And the pile in the middle is the greatest. Note the round shape of this area. The school of Mensis mostly kept hexagonal, 6 sides. This is round, almost like a cauldron. Its significance couldn't possibly be that important, could it? That cauldron shape, that round. And as we approach the babe to check the cart, something new arrives. Something invisible? No. It's more a case of this is something beyond us. Something we can't fully perceive. It doesn't matter how much insight you have. This is something well beyond mortal ken. This music sounds so familiar. Yep. Ow. Yeah, this is going to be one of those rough fights, so be prepared. Tiny Tonitrus. Yeah. And blocks Linus. Yep. Yeah. It strikes in every direction. Reminds me of the one Reborn. Maybe this is a truer form. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Yep. And there's a crying child. And the music. It sounds similar to the song the Winter Lanterns sing, doesn't it? Yeah. Ow. Alright. Alright. Nice. Yep. Yeah. Don't overcommit. Play defensive. This thing wants you to overcommit and take you out in a single hard slash. Yep. But on some levels, doesn't its flailing seem a little haphazard? Almost as if this isn't meant to be an actual killer. With this many arms, obviously it should be able to wipe the floor with us if it was meant to. There it is. Yep. Ow. Can't believe I screwed that one up. Ow. Okay, getting a little bad on this. Ow. Ow. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Been a little while since I fought this boss, so you'll have to forgive me. Yep. Yep. Oh, now she's got doubled. Yep. Bear in mind, those clones can hurt you just the same. But, if you don't break your lock on, the copies tend to vanish. They do a big attack and then leave. So play defensive. Yeah. Just endure. Ow. Yeah. Just endure. This can't last forever. Yep. Yep. Ow, too early. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, just endure. The clones only last so long. But yeah. That, by the way, we should talk about its title, Murgo's Wetness. Again, it's a creature that is beyond what we should be able to perceive. So we simply don't. We perceive its parts, the clothing on it. We perceive everything around it, but the nurse itself is beyond what we can handle. And it doesn't matter how much insight you have. Alright. If you don't believe me, well, let me show you. We only have 7 now. No matter how much insight you have, you'll never be able to understand what we're looking at in Murgo's Wet Nurse. $13. 15. Now, Murgo's Wet Nurse is also noteworthy because it's clearly something the Nightmare called. This is the reason that all those corpses are in the room and were needed. They called something from out there to take care of Murgo. But it's pretty clear that whatever it is, it didn't. Yeah. Yep. Get some free damage in. Yeah. Yeah, early on in the fight, Murgo's Wet Nurse isn't going to do too much for you. You get some cheap shots when it does its area. Nope. Now it starts summoning the clones. Okay. Yep. Just watch. Yeah. You can recognize which attacks the clones are going to do. Yep. Just stay away. Just endure. A lot of people get themselves killed, like I did earlier, by overcommitting. Just endure. Don't... Yeah. Murgo's Wet Nurse's shadow clones only last so long. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Nice. Alright. Alright. Nice. Yep. Got sliced up. Okay. There we go. the truth is, the wet nurse is probably not meant to be, is a last line of defense, but it's not meant to be fighting against a hunter. It's to fend off Tumerians. Ow. Yeah. Alright. And... there you are. Ow. Too late. Yep. Okay, last damage we can get for a bit. Alright. Now the clones start showing up. Yep, the real one. Ow, the long stabs. Okay. Okay, get away from... stay towards the center if you can. That'll let you dodge a lot of the attacks. Stay towards the center when possible. Yep, the long stabs, and then just going for the quick slashes. Clones going for the quick... okay. Yeah. Yep, that's these. Yep. Alright. Rapid slashes, it's going for... okay. Yep. Yep. Alright, that one's going for the dive. That one's going for the dive. That one's going for the dive. Okay, quick sweep. Last clone. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Virgo Wet Nurse is going to go again. Where'd she go? There we go. Nice. There we go. Yep. Alright. Nice. Alright, get my stamina back. Yep. That's the downward one. That's easy to dodge. Probably gonna go for the spin. Okay. Nice. Ah, damn it. Overcommitted. Alright. Gonna go for the downward stab. Yep. And got her before she could get the slash off. And the music's done. And there's peace. The nightmare is slain. That's a different message, and this is the only time you get this message. This is because what we just took out was the malformed prodigy of what the College of Mensis had tried to do. Their initial intentions were noble and good. What they wanted was to contact an otherworldly being using the rituals they had learned down in the labyrinth, and sought to simply increase their own knowledge and the knowledge of humanity to better the world. That was their intention. That was the dream, and the method they learned to use was in dreams. That was the intention of it. However, any dream can become a nightmare. Mikolash, one of the scholars, took control of the dream, shutting out others and shutting out many of his own allies. What he did was seek to capture something well beyond what we can perceive. We never saw Murgo here. We saw Murgo's Wet Nurse, a title given almost in jest, the sense of condescension towards it. Because effectively what Murgo actually is a child of Cosmos. causum. The same as ebrietas, the same as rom. Think about the titles. The first one we come across is Rom the Vacuous Spider. There's almost a condescension to his title, almost as if they're saying, well, look at him. He's just staring into space. He's so vacuous. And even when we first arrive in the battlefield, Rom doesn't attack first. We do. We're the first ones who have to show aggression. Rom is perfectly content to sit at the bottom of the lake and just exist. It is our aggression that triggers that into a boss fight. The same way Mikolash. He would continue to rule over this nightmare if we didn't slay him. The same Ebrietas, we have to attack first. Any of these transformed ones, you have to prove that you are the aggressor before they will respond in kind. Which is a thematic purpose, because you are told you're the hunter, you're the aggressor. This game, down to a T, thematically says the enemies are just there. You are the monster. We are the monster in this game. Anything else horrific we look at and see would still exist and would subsist without our interference. We are the aggressors. We are one again, each and every time, led to be the aggressors. And here, the bride bows in thanks and leaves. A simple gesture, but a powerful one. She had been there simply watching Murgo, watching over them as they were kept by the wet nurse. And we did also get the third umbilical cord. A great relic known as the Cord of the Eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. So this is not the actual umbilical cord, this is the precursor to it. Because the purpose of an umbilical cord, for simple anatomy lessons, is to basically unite one with their parent to allow nutrients and necessary fluids to get to the child from the parent. Every great one loses its child, and then yearns for a surrogate. This cord granted Mensis audience with Murgo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. Used to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. So, this is a point to note. This is the eyes on the inside, the understanding of the universe and the world around you. That is the end goal. And Murgo, well, it makes sense that we could never perceive Murgo. Much like we couldn't perceive Murgo's wet nurse, really. There's something beyond what our eyes could ever understand. So we view them simply as nothing. A sort of security measure our brains have built into them. If we can't perceive them, Well, best to perceive nothing at all. So, this was the nightmare of Mensis. The dream was to be, this tower was to act as a way, this tower represents their desire to contact beings greater than them, and seek to gain knowledge. That was always Master Willem's intention, to better life through knowledge, science, and understanding. But humanity is humanity. And unfortunately, greed, desires, all got in the way. And the dream burns.
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Very well, let me stand.
Alright. And then we can start. Alright.
Farewell, may you find...
May you find your worth in the waking world. Now, so we understand now. Yarnum itself found materials, was basically the farm for the Mensis and the church to produce goods and materials for rituals. The frontier is where the School of Bergenworth was, where much of the outside work had to be done to process those ritual materials. The unseen were the true controllers. The College of Mensis, that ran Yarhagul, and Castle Canehurst, their old allies, teaching them about their own vile blood. As well as the abandoned old workshop of the hunters. The unseen is largely the puppet masters, the powers behind the story. And the nightmare is just that. The dream of Mensis turned into a nightmare, broken and shattered. Sought to bent the desire for a better world, bent into a nightmarish direction. But then, why does this headstone exist? The hunter's nightmare, a place where only the blood-drunk and frenzied exist. It's the last question we don't have an answer to. And truths must be hard won. Nightmares, and this is a nightmare, the same as... It's a nightmare, so it was a dream at one point. Malformed and changed into something else. By the way, yeah, it's easy to miss her. The witch is right here. Yeah. Yeah, she's literally right there. Alright. So let's... So now we have to do the hardest fights. And to get the truth, we must face Ludwig the Accursed. Yep. 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 I'm gonna say this much. Ludwig, yeah, is a rough fight. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I haven't done him in so long. Alright. You're not gonna get any really good hits. Yeah, Ludwig has an attack for every distance. Yeah. And he has more combos than you think he does. Alright. And there's the... Okay, that was the charge. Yep. Alright. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Ah, the sweep. Yep, got me. But bear in mind, even his second phase is not easy. Wonder... Trying to think. Do I bother getting the second guy to help me? Why not? I have the insight. Help me out, Henriette. Alright. Alright. Yeah. And let's get rid of the old witch. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Alright. Henriette. Come on. There we go. I heard the shot. I'm like, please don't tell me Henriette Wynn got themselves one-shotted by one of the big guys. Okay. Alright. Okay. Nope. Yep. It's honestly his awkward anatomy that makes him such of a rough fight. Because you can swear you have parts where it should hit. There we go. Yep. Like I said, I've never seen Henriette survive the first phase. Yeah. Alright. Nice. So I'm really only making the fight harder for myself, because the more people you bring into a fight, the more... Nice. The more HP the boss has. Yep. Nice. Yep. And down. Ow, fuck. He took an extra second to drop, so he threw me off. Alright. There we go. Yep. The wild rodeo move. Yep. 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 There's the charge. Alright. Oh, got me on that. Thanks for the cover, Henriette. We may actually survive the first round. Nope. There we go. Like I said, I've never seen Henriette manage to actually survive the first half of this fight.
You were at my side all along.
Indeed.
My true mentor. My guiding moonlight.
Alright, we faced the horse, now we face the knight. Alright. Yep. Get back. 'Cause here it comes. Yeah. Yep. 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 Ow. Yep. Ow. Ow. Fuck. Yep. Ow. That's slice, and it's the slam. Yep. Yeah. Ludwig is rough. Alright. I must admit I'm a little tempted. Switch over to this to Nitrous because its faster swings will enable me to get in and out faster. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try it. And we won't bring Henrietta along. Yep. Yeah, that faster swing... Yeah, that faster swing makes a world of difference. Alright. We'll see. Alright. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Too soon on the dodge. Okay. Nope. Yep. Yep. Okay. Shove. That's the back off attack. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, because he wants to get you in strike range at all times. Your best time to attack him is while he's trying to set up his next move. There's the rodeo. Yeah. Yep. Just timing your dodges perfectly is what it comes down to. And yeah, I think the, yeah, got me on the back off, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ludwig is a rough fight. Actually a little tempted. One of the other weapons we can use. The Kirk hammer, but we don't use the hammer. The basic silver sword actually does pretty great damage and is relatively fast. The saw cleaver isn't the worst either. Relatively fast and gets there and advances with each attack, which is one of the big things with Ludwig constantly backing off. Yeah, saw spear, same kind of principle. Yeah, because one of the biggest things is just you miss him a lot due to him backing off in fights. Do we... it's not like I don't have the bloodstones for it. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's... And yes, the dream is burning. The Hunter's dream is burning because it's reaching the end. And we shouldn't be this far in the dream as far as everything that's been set up. But we've survived so much. Alright. Alright. So, fortify. Let's go... Uncanny Saw Cleaver. Nah, the Saw Spear. Well, because we only rely on strength, so the... Yeah, we'll go the Saw Cleaver, because that's more the strength focused. Alright. And we need 4 more twin bloodstone shards. Okay. Alright. By the way, and for 60, we can get the Blood Rock, which gets us a large solid chunk that forms in cold blood. After death, a substance of blood hardens, which does that, and that which does not crystallize is called the Bloodstone. This is no mere chunk, it's nearly a boulder. Few bloodstones of such size have ever been discovered, even considering the combined experience of all the hunters. So yeah, if you want to master it, 60, or a few other particular areas. Alright. Oh, and they blood gem fortification. 60... 99. Attack versus beast down. No. SE 85. 88. So that's not bad, but it only, you know, against beasts, it goes way down. So, I saw 114, 122. Don't think we're getting any better. Yeah, don't think we're getting any better than that. And 78. Yeah, but that's the... Yeah, the two way two negatives. 148. Alright. So that puts it at 310 for a relatively faster swing. Alright. Okay. Alright. Because this is also more likely symbolic of the inevitable fate and why the abandoned workshop was abandoned in the first place. People discovered them and discovered what the hunters were doing, hunting their own people, and likely were hunted down themselves. After all, how many people would have lost loved ones to the disease of beasts? Inevitably, the hunters simply... They served their role, but they were also dispatched themselves. Alright. Alright. Yep. Yeah, that's speed. Yeah, that speed will help a lot. Okay, come on, Henriette. Don't fuck with the two big guys. We ain't got time for them. Please don't tell me Henriette's fighting the two big guys. Henriette. Get caught on something? Yeah, she got caught on something, didn't she? Alright. There you go. Thank you, Henriette. Come on. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I think the speed of the saw spear will make it a little easier. Alright. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Yep. Ow. Alright. Yep. Nice. Alright. Spray. Got through it. Nope. Ow. Caught me on the back swing. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's speed. That's what we were missing. 1, 2. Yep. There we go. Nice. Alright. Ow. Alright. Alright. Yep. 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 Get out of there before he starts doing the rodeo. Nice. God damn, just barely survived that. Yep. Ow. Nope. Okay. Yep. Yep. There it is. Yep. Yep. Okay. We actually got her to survive the first phase. Holy shit, I have never had Henriette survive the first phase. Alright. Okay. Yep. Yep. Alright. Come on. Yep. Yep. Alright. Got him. Damn. Alright. Nope. Here it comes. Yeah, the big attack. Nice. Get back off. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I just needed some extra speed. Yep. 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 Alright, I got out of stamina. Yep. Ow. Yep. Alright. Yeah. And got the rip for the kill. Yeah. I just need to be a little faster. And the rune he gives us, guidance. Boosts rally potential. A carol rune discovered by the old hunter Ludwig along with the holy moonlight sword. Boosts the amount of life recovered by rallying. When Ludwig closed his eyes, he saw darkness, or perhaps nothingness, and that is where he discovered the tiny beings of light. Ludwig was certain that these playful, dancing sprites offered guidance, and emptied Ludwig of his fears, at least in the midst of a hunt. So he became blood drunk, specifically because he would slay all those around him, chasing these lights. He saw this sort of a game. And even beheading him, he's not dead.
Good hunter, have you seen the thread of light? Just a hair, a fleeting thing. Yet I clung to it, steeped as I was in the stench of blood and beasts. I never wanted to know what it really was. Really, I didn't.
So he learned what his sword was, and it drove him into this frenzy, killing all around him. And thus was he consigned to this place of blood and beasts, to be surrounded by the stench evermore. Though there's also actually another parable that we encountered relatively recently. Well, not that is actually more of a Eastern mythology than most of this seemingly steeped in Cthulhu mythology. The thread leading up from a place of torment and hell, a hell essentially, is oftentimes a idea presented in the idea of being drenched in samsara, or the Eastern hell in Buddhism. There's a single golden thread by the Buddha that one has to climb and ascend to reach, to endure trials, to reach, the higher states. It's a bit of a parable, so it was the thing of that was his salvation in the dark, and all the misery that he was steeped in. This was his single guiding light. And that guiding light, the holy moonlight sword. Though we're taking that title from what he would call it. So, It is, of course, a weapon for us. The Holy Moonlight Sword. An arcane sword discovered long ago by Ludwig in the labyrinth. When blue moonlight dances around the sword and it channels the abyssal cosmos, a great blade will hurl a shadowy light wave. The Holy Moonlight Sword is synonymous with Ludwig the Holy Blade, but few have ever set eyes on the great blade, and whatever guidance it has to offer, it seems to be of a very private, elusive sort. We can't wield it. We haven't met the conditions. Honestly, it's mostly my fault. I completely forgot that it was 12 dexterity and not 10. That's on me.
Gammon awaits you. Go. Very well, let me.
So that's on me. I thought it was... That's on me. I thought it was,
Farewell, good maid.
Yep. So... Let's see. Tiny Tonitrus. Nope. You cannot sell the, umbilical cords. They are completely unsellable. Let's see how close we get with all our... with all the blood we picked up. Alright. Sorry, folks. But the Moonlight Greatsword is the Holy Moonlight Sword, a FromSoft special. In every major FromSoft game, there is a Moonlight Sword of some kind or shape. Sell items. We'll do some ritual stuff. Oh, did I really sell out most of mine? Okay. Let's see. Well, I'm never going to use it, so we can sell off Evelyn. The cannon, again, I'm never going to use. So those are nice, easy money. The Rosmarius I'll keep. Let's see. These two I can just sell. They don't mean anything. Yeah, blood tinge scaling, which is fine. Alright. Rating 14, yeah. So 36. Let's see. Yeah, the Shaman Bone Blades. I never use them. They do inflict a good amount of poison, but the special mediums, I'm not going to. Beast Blood, sure. Lead Elixir, Blue Elixir. Let's see. Rope Molotov Cocktail, yeah. Pungent Blood, Numbing. Okay. So I can also... a couple of the Bloodshot Eyeballs. Half of them. And... let's see. Nope, his sword is worth 56,000. I will sell the Whirligig, because I'm not going to use it. Well, I can at least show it off. Ryder Palash, same thing, yeah. That I can sell, because I'm never using that. Okay.
Gammon away. Go. Very well, let me.
Alright, so 12. There we go. That's on me.
Farewell, good maid.
So we now have the Holy Moonlight Sword. Yep. You wield it the same, thereabouts. Alright. And fortify. Note that it comes with C scaling for Arcane base. Alright, I need more Yep, so I need 13, so I need 10 more of the basic Bloodstones. the doubles. I'll need more. Okay. But note that it also has, okay, C scaling, B an arcane already. Then blood gem fortification. Strongest ones I can get my hands on. Reduce stamina cost and add physical attack. Wouldn't be the worst. How much higher is the others? 53, so that's not terrible. Triangle. Okay. So that puts it up to 266. Give me 1 sec, folks. Alright, folks. Unfortunately, I gotta run downstairs real quick. Give me a second. Sorry about all the interruptions today. Just, well, life is life. I'll be right back, folks. Alright. I do sincerely apologize, but today's just one of those days where everyone and everything that can interrupt me will. Alright. Okay. Sorry about that. So we should be back. Alright. So, we're going to need to get some more insight and materials to, what am I saying? We'll need blood materials and insight to finish off the Moonlight Sword, but it does have 2 modes. So, let's show it off. Let's see. Third ritual altar. We'll do the Temerian root. Oh no, I'm out of the ritual blood ones. Oh. Then that's easily fixed. But first, we'll just go to the underground corpse pile. Yeah, real pleasant name for what Ludwig had piled up, huh? Ah. And our friend here.
A tragic figure, but he will shame himself no longer. He died with his ideals untarnished. He was a true hero, and earned that much at least. Do you know why the hunters are drawn to this nightmare? Because it sprouted from their very misdeeds. Things that some would rather keep secret. A pitiful tale of petty arrogance, really. High time someone exposed the whole charade.
Is that so?
Now, go on ahead. You seek nightmares and the secrets within, do you not?
Indeed, we do.
Now, you see.
So, Ludwig was one of the earliest hunters, guided by this very blade. More blood vials.
Shrouded by night, but with steady stride. Colored by blood, but always clear of mind. Proud unto the church. Beasts are a curse, and curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church.
Someone praying. Well, in a place as deeply...
Shrouded by night, proud unto the beasts are a curse, and only ye, the...
And he's simply bashing his head against the wall. Huh.
Shrouded by night, proud unto the beasts, only ye...
The beasts are a curse, and the curse is a shackle. Alright. And 2 hunters. Yep. Yeah, that hurt. Let's just go back to the Tinnitrus. It's got hired. Yep. Nice. Ow. Yeah. Quicksilver. More Frenzy Cold Blood. Locked. More cells. And something down there. It's so dark, we're gonna need the torch. Locked. Oh. And now this is a unique figure. Someone very large bright red hair. And they have an item. The Fist of Gratia. And your first thought would be to check among, like, the main hand weapons. This is actually an offhand. A chunk of iron fitted with finger holes. The hulking hunter woman, Simple Gratia, ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with this hunk of iron, which incidentally caused heavy stagger. Gratia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers, her unrelenting pummeling appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. So, this is a hunter woman, one of the earliest. She was dedicated in her craft, and believed she was called simple, which typically would indicate that usually that's used in a condescending tone of someone isn't quite intelligent, but she was probably extremely sincere. And this can still cause some stagger and knockback, and still doesn't cost any quicksilver, but of course it has the most extremely limited range. But you'd be surprised what you can get out of it. And down here in the basement, there's someone else.
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd.
What is?
Do you hear the toll of the bell?
No, there's nothing.
Very well. The beast you seek will not be found here. Go back to your hunt, and if you have the chance, put this night behind you. Places better left untouched. Secrets better left alone. And your thoughts brazenly roam.
And we don't. We hear nothing from his bell. Which means it's not meant for us. But here he is trapped in a prison.
There in some places are better only for...
And no, nothing more we can do. So, we're much of a fool then. Either way, let's continue on. And further up, we see a place of taking care, of hospital, and bright eyes looming in the darkness behind us. And there, I don't want to move any further because this'll start a fight. But I want you all to note this is something very familiar to us. A white-robed woman knelt in prayer. I don't know if we'll be able to actually get a clear sound of what she's praying. Quiet. No, I don't think we can get any clearer Yep. Nope. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a hunter of the church. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Yep. Yep. And using a replica of Ludwig's Holy Blade. Nice. Ow. Ow. Caught me. Ah. And there we can see the other one is a member of the choir. The highest ranks of the church. Black and white. Yeah, we're starting to run low on resources. So it may be a time where I... Alright. It may just be time to admit I'm too low on resources. And we need to do some basic hunting. So... I believe we can purchase Ritual Blood 1. Yeah, Ritual Blood 1 is 2,500 per. We need how much to do the Tamara route? It's 2 Ritual Blood and 3 Tomb Mold. And 2 Mold. Yeah, I can't purchase it there. Alright. So... Okay. So we need, what? 5,000. Let's see. Yeah, 3 of them. Alright. So 1, and... There we go. Okay, 2 Ritual Blood. Alright. Okay, and then 1,000... Yep. Okay. And the Numbing Mist. There we go. Alright, so we need some materials. Alright. Share fixed dungeon? No. Yep. Alright. Bear in mind, this will be a much lower level, so we need money and materials, so unfortunately, now we get to the point of... Yeah. Now it's just slaughtering really weak enemies for materials and money. So, given us a good excuse as any to, the Moonlight Sword will be just as useful down here. So, we'll start off with its basic form. Alright. Alright. And yeah, this is the basic one, but it'll get us the materials so we can do. Yep, these wide sweeps. Yep. Now using it, that is using it one-handed. It's two-handed form. Yeah, right. me get rid of this idiot. Yep. There we go. There we go, before you get the firebomb off. Alright. The basic slashes, relatively quick. Yep. But that's not the big fancy part of the Moonlight Sword. And the reason and the reason people would go out of their way for this. I mean, the arcane scaling is absolutely ridiculous because arcane in this game is really goddamn good. Is one reason. But oh noes. Yep. Yep, now we get to this. Alright. Yep. Yep. Molotov cocktail, there he is. Yep. Alright. Ah, come on. I'm sure the Quicksilver bullets. One of the really nice things about this is the high angle of the swings for the attacks are fantastic for hitting enemies like Ebrietas and Amygdala, whose weak points are usually well above. Yep. Of course, the basic form, one-handed swings are fantastic for clearing out groups like these rats. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's the reason it's little surprise Ludwig had his little trouble if swarmed. And how that corpse pile came to exist is his one-handed swings. Yep, more blood vials. Quicksilver bullets. Alright. Oh, right, and we have Gradia's, which is just a quick jab that does surprising amount of stagger damage. Not direct damage, but enough to really make most enemies flinch. So yeah. Huh? Pick you off, and as you're coming up... Aren't you coming up the ladder? Not? Okay. I ain't gonna stop you. I'll kill you on the way out. Okay. Yep. Excuse me, pardon me, come through. There we go. They all drop dead. Yep. Alright. Nice. Yep. And there's the big reason. It takes Quicksilver bullets, but you can throw waves of light. You also have the big pierce attack. Alright. But yeah. Effectively, the Moonlight Sword is, if you're going to build arcane to try and use the various weapons, the various trinkets, this is one of the big payoffs for it. You have to kill Ludwig, but this weapon can carry you a very long way. Either way. We've hit the switch, so just head off to the boss. Alright. Alright. Yep. The undead giant. Ow. Yep. And I am... Yeah. I just walked right into it today. Oh, that is embarrassingly bad. That was just embarrassing. I just really timed nothing of that right. I guess that's the other thing, that the big weakness to the Moonlight Sword is how much of a setup it requires for just about every swing. We'll go back to the We'll go back to the boom hammer. Alright. Basically, I plan to do... I don't know if I'll put it on stream or not, but I'm basically just planning to do... Really? Basically all I'm going to be doing is a bunch of the first depth dungeons a bunch of times. Yep. There we go. Yep. There we go. To build up materials just to do, But yeah. Basically I'll do it to build up insight and the blood echoes and build up blood vials and... That's basically my whole idea. So I don't know if I'll do that on stream or not. We'll see. If I do, well, anyone got any particular ideas they want me to talk about, lore-wise, world-wise? Let me know. I can talk about it while I'm doing the boring stuff. So it'll be a less story-focused and just be a straightforward casual stream of just talking, relaxing, and farming up materials. Because, you know, we've been pretty story-focused and we've gotten through pretty much to the end game now. Literally, we have access to the final boss. But we don't know enough of the... But I feel like we don't understand enough of the DLC before I could say, okay, I'm willing to end the game. Because my goal with a story-focused playthrough, I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but my goal, by and large, remains more so not to show everything. It remains to give you the general motif, story, and world that they're looking to tell. That's more so what I'm looking to get, is to express to you all my view of the story and then what the story themes it's offering. Yep. Because I don't believe it's a good thing to show someone everything in the game. To do every single thing. Especially for a playthrough, 100%ing is not necessary, in my opinion. Leaving there to be mysteries for you all to discover yourself, well, that's part of the joy of a game, is finding your own little secrets and nuances. Maybe the way you interpret a game is different than the way I do. And that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic, because it means you've put in thought and effort and time to form your own opinion. And if it's not the same, oh well. I'm not insulted if you think I'm wrong on something. MatPat is done with his. MatPat's done with it, but I'll keep using. But everyone else will keep using it. It's just a theory. He's gone and finally fully retired. Well, at least from YouTube. Nice. Gods, I love that. Yep. Enjoy. Yep. Like I said, that's where all I'm going to do is farm this first level, this first depth, because it's quick, it's easy. And it'll get me more Ritual Bloods 1 and 2 to sell off, as well as just materials in general. Alright, layer 3. And let's see. Layer 3 brings us to... Yep. Right. They let us have Henriette, one of the 2. But we don't really need it. And this brings us the bug. Ow. Yep. There we go. Alright. Arcane Haze, which doesn't sell for much. And the Bell Ringer just keeps sending her little mooks. Yep. Alright. Yep. Ow. Ouchies. Alright. Where is she? There you are. Alright. And there's the Ritual Bloods. Yep, because we can just sell those off normally for a good amount of money. Ritual Bloods get really expensive the higher levels you get. Yep. Alright. Ah? And, okay, right. Because you don't get the upgrade materials here, really. You get the, the gems. Alright. And a kidnapper. Sucks for you. Yay, more money. Yes, yes. Alright. Yep. Simple enough. Yeah, nothing here is that devastatingly dangerous. The spirits. Ah, 10 blood vials. There we go. Alright. And don't walk down the center, because you never walk down the center of a room. Sorry, buddy. And there we go. So we got to the boss. More blood vials. Because we need them, because we are running low. Alright. Anything hidden in here? Don't really remember. But hey, the tomb mold we need. Perfect. Alright. And with that, between that and the blood echoes, we've got what we need to... Yeah. We got what we need to do the root chalices. And from there, yeah, we'll be just doing... basically running some chalice dungeons just to build up resources, because... unfortunately, that's a necessary evil, and because Bloodborne does not give you... healing only gets more expensive as the game goes on. And there's just a point where you have to accept, alright, time to do farming. Thankfully, they give you this really easy method to farm. So, it's not like it's completely nightmarish. Alright. So, exit way back out should be over here. Oh, wait, wrong way. Alright. There we go. There we go. I just had turned... I was off by 90 degrees. Alright. Alright. And we could bring the backup to the boss, but... I don't think... well, you know what? Bosses get more HP the more summons you have, right? But first, I believe there's a side area. And we don't need Oleg for this, so... ladder combat. It's a thing. Alright. Yeah. Once you have friggin... yeah, once you're at a certain level of attack, just about everything's a one-shot. Yep. Alright. Quicksilver. Yep, we're good. Because I was actually running low on even Quicksilver bullets. That's kind of where that's the point where I looked at it and went, oh, yeah, no, we're getting real bad off, aren't we? When I'm out of Quicksilver bullets, considering the number of enemies that give it to you, yeah, we're just going to have to do a farming stream. Yep. Nice. Because we'd like to have as many... I think when the game originally came out, you were allowed to cap at only like 60 blood vials to save for your... you could only have 60 blood vials in the bank. They moved it up since to like 900, but it's one of those things of... oop. They had to turn it up because, gods, having that few blood vials just made the game a slog. Yep, lots of Ritual Bloods 2s. This is because Ritual Blood 1s are only used for the Tumero dungeons, and you can buy those. So, these will sell for like 1,000 a piece, and I have 8 of them. And so that's 8,000 versus the, all the other blood echoes I picked up. And I have the 2 molds now. That was more so the component I was missing. So, now we'll be free to head back. Just check. Break that. In case there's anything else. Nah, this is just the lower part of that room. Okay. We're good. And let's see, we came into this area. Oh, wait, it was from upstairs. Yeah, it's easy to get turned around in these places. Okay. I believe... Yeah, here we are. Alright. Gives me an excuse to use a blood vial. Alright. It'll give the boss more HP, so it should last a little longer. And yes, it's using an insight. Oh well. Besides... Old prospector Oleg. Alright. Lowest tier of the dungeon. You know what? Let's make the fight last a little longer. We'll use the Holy Moonlight Sword. There. That should make this last a little longer. After all, fights are no fun if it's over instantly. Plus... Oh. Oleg! Oleg! Yep. There we go. Okay. Nice. Alright. Alright. Yep. There we go. Yeah, get out of the lava. Yep. Yep. This will make this last a little longer. There we go. Alright. Nice. Yep. Yep. Alright. So let's do full powered slice. There, 141 damage. Ow. Yeah. There's a point where that would have killed us. Nice. Yeah. A normal hit is 100. It's about 100 damage, so... in this form. If we get rid of the... or of the arcane damage... Yep. Still about 140. That's because the way the damage works in Souls games, you're hitting different resistances. Basically, we've taken all this weapon's damage and focused it purely in its physical attack. Oh. Yep. Ow. So, we're allowed to get just a fraction more damage because it's all physical. Yep. 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 And there's Oleg gone. Alright. I guess we played around long enough. Yep. Yep. And nah. Yep. 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 Why not? Alright. Ow. Alright, got me on that one, because I got in too close. Yep. Yep. Alright. Yeah. Yep. Now note that I got 328 damage on that hit, because one of the key tricks to using the Moonlight Greatsword is recognizing that the swing of the R2 is also an attack, as well as the... Yeah. Alright. While he's going for the lava. Alright. Yep. Okay, let's just use the Tinnitrus to end this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I played around with him enough. There we go. So. And we're done with this one. And that should give us plenty of materials to be able to start farming. Alright. So we'll end that. Remove Chalice. Yep. So then, next time, the Tamara Root Chalice. Your Root Chalice is your Ritual Braille and Labyrinth seals are said to change the Labyrinth's form each time. So, for the random... Alright. So we sell the 1200 off the Rituals 2s to bring us the 2 we need for that. And then the blood vials just get piled up. Alright, 600. Alright. Then just need 1,000 to... Okay. Cold Blood 2, that should probably get us, yeah, 1,000 we need. Okay, Root Chalice. Alright. So, we're all set and ready, so next time on Bloodborne, we'll be doing a farming casual stream. So, if you have anything, questions, ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments of this video or the next, and I'll be more than happy to answer them while we go through this, about how you view the world, the story of Bloodborne, or things you might be curious about in the Souls series overall. After all, we're reaching the end of the Souls series, folks. I have done Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, all in the 3, and now Souls. There's one last game in the Souls series that I have to go through. And it's by and large the one that is probably the hardest. Like, even against this game, I still hold Demon Souls is probably one of the hardest games. And we'll get to that when we do. But just understand, folks, that will be the end of the Souls series officially. For a time, anyway. There are plenty of other games to play after all. So, until then, thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.